must realize you are doomed.
What's happening, everybody? If you just finished watching Stranger Things Volume 1, Season 4, you got to be wondering, what has to happen in Volume 2 for the last two episodes? Well, we know what's going to happen, right, Rich? So we're
Yeah.
going to tell you the three things that must happen in Volume 2, Stranger Things Season 4. Rich, you ready to get into this?
I'm ready, man.
All right. So we're going to go with number 3.
All right, so my number three is off of something that Millie Bobby Brown came out and said in an interview that this show's got to start getting like Game of Thrones. She said the cast is getting too big. They got to start killing off people, or it's got to get like Game of Thrones where they do that kind of stuff. So I say my top three would have to be someone's got to go. Like there's got to be somebody. We haven't had a death since probably what Bob. Whenever Bob
Bob.
died, you right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
remember Bob?
Billy, would you consider Billy
Oh,
a main
Billy,
character?
yeah, Billy. Yeah, but he was a main character in that season, but yeah, I feel like they
So
got
was
it.
Bob. Well, was
Yeah,
he in
Bob.
one or two?
Yeah, I think that was two.
Two,
Yeah, I
two.
think it was two.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, I feel like someone's got to go.
But not
Definitely
Murray.
someone.
Not Murray.
I don't know. Someone big
No, he's
though.
a comic relief for you.
See, that's
Remember?
the thing with with Billy and Bob. Those were side
Uh-huh.
characters.
Billy
Is
Bob.
I feel like it's got to be like a main character that goes this time.
Hmm. You
So
know what? You suck. Cause that's my number 3. Was a main character does have to die, man. And I'm telling you, it's either got to be Nancy, who's very annoying to me, but I really think this character is gonna go and be cut off. And that's Steve Harrington, man. I said it from the beginning, or
okay,
I said it to myself. I think he's the one to go. He's
okay,
I really think Steve's the one who has to go. He's gonna make the most because his character built so much the last two seasons from being, this a privileged douchebag when he was in high school, right? Into
yeah,
this other character of he's down to earth. He realized what aren't is important and is friends with Robin and everything else, and he's got stuff. He still wants to be with Nancy, but
yeah,
one of those two characters I really believe is going. I really think it's gonna be Steve-O. I really thought he was gonna be gone by this last episode we just had. But
yeah.
anyways, number 2.
My number two would have to be 11 getting all of her powers back and getting out of that lab. But that's got to happen, obviously, because the way they set up the ending of volume one. So that's what has to happen. She has to get all of her full powers back, not just part. So that's my two right there.
My number 2 is they gotta explain what that painting Will did. They never showed that painting
Oh
in the very beginning,
yeah.
if you remember. He even
Yeah, when
rolled
you
it up
said
and took it to go, remember? And put it in
yeah,
his little backpack. What is
yeah.
that painting he drew? It he wouldn't even let 11 see it. He got real offensive. No, you can't come in my room. I'm trying to do this painting.
Yeah,
What
that is
is it?
true.
This painting that he doesn't want nobody to see until the end because he took it with him. So
Yeah.
something's got to be a premonition of what's going to happen. I don't know. It could be possibly them drawn as characters. Like I remember them saying that they already got a mage, that Eleven's the mage. They could be like drawn as D&D characters
Yeah.
because stuff like that could possibly. I don't know. I'm just brainstorming here. Just a picture of that, going against Vecna because Vecna's as a character they call they call him Vecna. He's a character on D&D.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's what that is or it's a premonition he had when he was under the mind flare, whatever it is, that has to be explained. All right, everybody. Number 1.
My number one, I actually had to change today because I read something on IGN that says the Doofer brothers aren't even finished making the ending for volume two, and that thing
Hmm?
releases. Yeah, they said they're still working on the ending. So my number one is
Are
they
you
got to
kidding me?
finish it because we got what till July 1st. They said they're going to drop. So they don't even have an ending ready
Mhm.
for volume 2. So that's what has to happen in my opinion. They got to finish it, make it. Finally get it ready for us to see and everything. But yeah, that's my number one.
All right, my number one is Will's got to come out of the closet, man. He's got to come out of the closet. There's no way in hell you can't tell me that that boy is hiding in there. There's no way. Do you see him looking at Will
Yeah.
and how protective you don't want to hang out with me anymore? You're all about 11. He gets like all moody and everything with Will when he's hanging out with 11 or talking to 11. You don't call me anymore. Blah blah blah. I'm like, what is going on? Wearing those skinny tight pants they wears and everything. Yeah, tell me that's the number one thing that has to happen. They finally have to tell me that Will is coming out of that closet with flying rainbows. Because I'm telling you, that's what it is. All right.
Alright.
So I have a little special bonus question here. Okay, a little
Alright.
special bonus question. If Vecna is defeated, who do you think who do you think possibly defeats this being? If it's not 11, I'll tell you that, okay? If it's not 11, who could possibly defeat it?
If it's not 11, I
Mhm.
mean, she's being built up as to be the only one. So I would have to say my second option would be somehow Hopper does it again. He's the hero.
Hopper does
That
it again, huh?
that would have to be mine because, like I said, this we talked about it in the for the first volume one.
Mhm.
Will, uh, Mike, Jonathan, none of them seem. They were just like off to the side. No one really even like talked about them. So it'd have to be like Hopper for me.
Okay, Hopper. So he's gonna go back and put his Hellboy suit on David Harper,
I guess so.
huh? David Harper is gonna do that. No, I'm just kidding, folks. It might be a little far fetched, but if it's not 11, I have a feeling it's could be possibly Eddie. So here it is. Let me
Okay.
explain. Let me explain. So this is lastly loose on D&D with the Duffer Brothers, correct? Because they get in the
Yeah.
villains' names, and they consider 11 the mage of the group, and vice versa. Well, Eddie is the DM. He's the dungeon master.
Uh-huh.
So he's in control. You see what I'm saying? Of the game. So when he flopped Becca down, he was in control of Vecna because he's the dungeon master. So that's how I'm kind of, it could be really far fetched, but maybe there's a way where he is the unlikely hero of this of defeating Vecna because he is a dungeon master and he finds a way to say, you know what, I'm in control, not you.
Yeah.
Don't know how far fetched that could be. I know it sounds far fetched, but that's how I'm kind of looking at it. How they're playing all these roles as D&D roles, how they're putting all this stuff together. I don't know. I could be really overanalyzing and thinking way to the left field, but hey, that's what people do. They have their own opinions. But anyways, what do you out there think is going to happen? Do you agree with me and Rich that these are the must things that have to be explained in Volume 2? Write down what you think has to happen in Volume 2 Stranger Things Season 4. Rich, Dave, that's it for us. See ya.